What's up guys, this is Team Infinity Sterling back at it again. This time we're coming back with you guys with a Garmore Galahad deck. So the interesting thing about this is, in the beginning of this current ranking season, most people were playing pure Galahad and pure Garmore instead of playing like a hybrid between the two. So I figured this would be a good time to showcase this deck. So without further ado, let's begin. So beginning with our starter, we have our Django. So he's the starter of the Galahad right chain. So beginning at right phase, check top 5, superior right the Great One Galahad, and put the rest on bottom. Then we have our 4 PGs, play 4 PGs, PGs help you survive. Then we have our 1 sweet spot, which is, we have our 1 of sweet spot, which is our Lian. You can play anything you want in the as a 1-of in this case. It can be a Marin, it can be a Toy Pugolo, it can be a Borgo. I just personally prefer Lian because I like filtering. I hate when I see a bricky hand, and I like filtering to fix that. Then we have our 4 Grade 1 Galahad. So when rolled by Grade 2 Galahad, you source each one. And the same thing as the starter, so beginning of right phase, check top 5, superior right to Grade 2 Galahad, put the rest on bottom. Then we have our 4 Snowgo. So during your turn, it gets +1 for each of your other Snowgo and Brugo. The Brugo doesn't matter because we don't play Brugo as our starter. And I'm just gonna put my opinion in here, so I don't think Brugo is good, because you only really play Brugo in the Garmore deck just for it to tank as an intercept by itself. And the counter +3 to make a Brugo is pretty bad. So let's get back to the topic. So I guess +1 for each of your other Snowgo. So if you have two Snowgos on board, they're both 8s. If you have 3, they're 9, and so forth. So the interesting thing is, if this Snowgo is a 9 plus 11 makes 20, and the Grade 2 Galahad is an 11k. And 20k numbers, 20k lanes are magic numbers against 10k Vanguards. So that's an interesting part. 8 plus 11 makes 19, which is also a magic numbers if you're going first. If your opponent rolled a 9k. Then we play our 4 Blaster Blades. Play 4 Blaster Blades because it's your only way to deal with intercepts in this game with this deck. So counter +2, you retire one of your opponent's Grade 2 or higher rear guards. So I would have preferred if this set lower because you have to kill boosters with it, but you don't. So it's still okay because you have to, in certain scenarios actually, if you don't get the right chain off, you're not getting the crit on your Vanguard. So you actually have to see Blaster Blades to kill intercepts to swing your opponent's Vanguard as much as possible to push damage. So this is why you have to play Blaster Blade at 4. And SP. Then we play 3 of our 10k vanilla Skeleton. So I prefer playing the 10k vanillas over the 12k attacker if you have 6 hearts and so. Because there are games where you don't see any of your right chain sometimes. So Gallatin by itself, the 10k can hit most Grade 2s in the game by itself. So the only cards the only Grade 2s it can't hit by itself are the 11k Brutal Jack, the DI 11k Grade 2, but no one plays DI. There's the 12k for Ember Dragons that can hit, but no one really plays Ember Dragons. There's the 12k Blouse, the 12k from Blouse as well. But otherwise, it can hit most Grade 2s in the game by itself. So I like the 10k base. Then we have 2 of our Grade 2 Galmore. You can play more if you want, you can play less if you want. If you want to play more, you cut Gallatin. If you want to play less, you add more Gallatin to the deck. So the first skill isn't that important. It gets +1 for each of your Snowgo and Brugo. It's only important when you ride it, but most of the time you ride your Grade 2 Galahad. The important skill is the next skill. When placed, discard card, call a Snowgo. So this is really good because let's say you have all of your attackers in your hand. You can literally ditch an attacker, call a booster. And in most games, you need at least one booster to win. So this is why I really like this card. But I'm only playing at 2 because I think you don't need any more. Like I said, play more if you like, play less if you like. Even in scenarios where you have boosters in your hand, you can ditch boosters. You can ditch those boosters to call a snowball, which is still thinning out your deck, which is still okay. Then we play our 4 grade 2 Galahad. So when rolled by the grade 3 Galahad, you social 2. So basically this means that you make 6 soul once if you pull up the whole right chain. Grade 0, grade 1, grade 2, plus 3 soul equals 6. 3 plus 3 equals 6, math is easy. Why am I making that joke? So basically you make 6 soul if you get the right chain off. And the same thing as the grade 1 Galahad and the Django. Start of your right face, check top 5. Superior right the grade 3 Galahad, put rest the bottom. So same thing as grade 1 and the starter. Then we get to our grade 3 lineup. So we're not playing 4 Gan slots because I don't have 4. Play 4 if you can. I only have 2, so I'm only playing 2. So all of the heals in this deck are supposed to be Gan slots. So as you guys may already know, so Gan slot is a recyclable heal that gets you a Blaster Blade. And recycling heals is really strong because heals are broken. You hit 2 to 3 heals to win the game. Getting Blaster Blades to kill opponent in intercepts basically means you have extra grade 2s in your hand by drawing into this, so that's really good. This card's supposed to be Gan slot, it's Paladin. If you have 2 more grade 3s, it gets plus 3. When you call this to rear, it's always a 13k attacker, so that's nice. We have our generic counterblast 1 plus 3 on attack. This is supposed to be Gan slot, like I said. If you really want to play this, play Paladin if you have them instead. Then we have like our Tech 2, which is the Mega Blast. The first skill is being a main phase, so just 1 plus 2. It doesn't matter because it's on Vanguard and you never really want to write this. The important part is when this unit's attack hits, Soul Blast 6, Counter Blast 4 to retire all of your opponent's rear guards. It's a board wipe basically. The thing is you can actually proc this turn 3 because the right chain gets you 6 soul if you pull them off. So if you pull off you get 6 soul, and if you have 4 combos, you can proc this turn 3. I only generally use this when my opponent overcommits and puts me to 4 early. So this is also the only card that kills boosters in Royals right now, from what I know. So this hard punches your opponent for overcommitting, which is really clutch for certain situations, which is why I'm playing this as a Tech 2. Well, otherwise you barely proc the skill because Counter Blast 4, you better use that for Galahad and Blaster Blade. Next up we have our grade 3 Garmore. So we're playing 3. I only have 3, so that's the main reason why. Play more if you want, play less if you want. I think 3 is enough. So same thing as the grade 2 Galahad basically. It gets plus 1 for each of your Snowball and Brugal. Helps you make numbers, pretty good. Then when placed, ditch a card, call Snowball. Same utility as the grade 2 Galahad and helps you get boosters when you don't have them. But the other main skill is on Vanguard, all of your Snowball and Brugal gets intercept. So this helps you tank attacks. Basically makes your Snowballs literally grade 2s, which is really good. Not all decks can deal with 2 consistent intercepts every single turn. Then we have our 4 grade 3 Galahad. So skill is really simple. Counter Blast 2, if your soul has 6 or more cards, plus 3k and a crit. So crits are really strong in this game from what I've experienced with like Perfect Riser and of course this deck. So let me just give you a scenario, right? So generally in most games, the moment you really proc grade 3 Galahad, the first time getting the crit, you put your opponent to 4. So now let me give you the scenario. So the next turn, your opponent only has 1 grade 2. Goes back to your turn, they're at 4. So you call down Blaster Blade, you kill that intercept. So if you have the right board, you swing 1 lane at Vanguard, they don't hit the damage trigger. Your last 2 lanes swing at their Vanguard. So they need 2 PEs to survive. So the crit is really strong. The first thing, the crit is really strong because it helps you push for damage, which is what you need. This is like your only other card that pushes for aggression in this deck. The other being Blaster Blade because it kills intercepts. And of course the other way you can play it is you get the crit when they're at 3, you swing at them, swing face, they proc a PG, and you just do that for the next turn, and eventually they'll die. So in a way, your grade 3 Galahad is your main right, and this is the Garmore is your backup right. Though in some games you prioritize running Garmore because you don't get the right chain off. So in a way, they're like interchangeably like in terms of main right and backup right. However, there are games where you ride Garmore over Galahad when you need your intercepts, or when you want to make numbers to play around 6 damage heal. Because once you use up all of your counter blasts, your lanes don't hit numbers. Besides, you know, Paladin and Boris, I guess. But this helps you make numbers if you need to, or if you want to prevent 6 damage heal, or if you need intercepts. Just why sometimes riding like drawing through into the Garmore and riding it helps in some situations. So that's basically it for me explaining the deck to you guys. So there are games after this, so enjoy.
始めるぞ。スタンドアップザ・ヴァンガード。スタンド&ドロー。ライド。スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。スペリオルライド。コール。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。ライド。いけ。スキル発動。封じられし3体の破壊し、爆炎の力を得て蘇れ。ライド。ブレイジングフレアドラゴン。いけ。アタック。ダメージゲット。ドロートリガー。ソウルチャージ。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。ライド。ソウルチャージ。スキル発動。コール。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。コール。アタック。
ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチレック。ヒールトリガー。
ダメージチェッ
ヴァンガードにアタック。
ク。ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。コール。スキル発動。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。
ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。光の力に限りはない。ライドソウルチャージの騎士ガラハッド。頼んだわよ。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。スキル発動。リアガードにアタック。アタック。
ダメージチェッ
ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドネット。ドロートリガー。
ク。うわっと実力。クリティカルトリガー。
私の勝ちね。よろしく。勝負だ。スタンドアップ。ヴァンガード。スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。ライド。スタンド&ドロー。ライド。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。スタンドトリガー。ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。ライド。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。頼んだわよ。スキル発動。 ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェック。ドロートリガー。スタンド&ドロー。ライド。いけ。スキル発動。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。スキル発動。いけ。アタック。
ダメージチェッ
ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
ク。ダメージチェッ
スキル発動。
ク。スタンド&ドロー。大地に立て獣の騎士。ライド。スキル狩りの牙。ガルモール。スペリオルコール。来て来て。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドデッド。ドロートリガー。
ダメージチェック。
ヴァンガードにアタック。
ダメージチェック。スタンド&ドロー。超俺様ライド。絶対無敵アーマー撃退。シュテルンブラークリューガー。スペリオルコール。コール。リアガードにアタック。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。
ダメージチェック。
スキル発動。スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
うわー、ダメージチェック。
時間がね 発動。
スタンドアンドドロー。スキル発動。コールコール。リアガードにアタック。アタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック、セカンドチェック。
ダメージチェック。ドロートリガー。スタンドアンドドロー。いけ来い。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。スタンドトリガー。セカンドチェック。ファイナルドロートリガー。お前やるな。
助かったわ。ヒールトリガー。
スキル発動。スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。お前やるな。
助かったわ。ヒールトリガー。
スキル発動。リアガードにアタック。アタック。
スタンドアンドドロー。来て。リアガードにアタック。ファーストチェック、セカンドチェック。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ダメージチェック。スタンドトリガー。スタンドアンドドロー。コール。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。
うわっチェック。うわっよろしく。
いいファイトにしよう。
スタンドアップ。ヴァンガード。
スタンドアンドドロー。ライト。
スタンドアンドドロー。スキル発動。ライド。コール。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
ダメージチェッ タンド&ドロー。ライド。ヴァンガードに当たる発動。ドライブチェック。
ダメージゲット。ドロートリガー。スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。ライド。ソウルチャージ。スキル発動。頼んだわよ。来て。ヴァンガードにアタック。ドライブチェック。
ダメージゲット。クリティカルトリガー。スタンド&ドロー。生ける魂、現世にその姿をなせ。ライド。スピリットエクシード。スキル発動。スペリオルコール。スキル発動。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。
ダメージチェッ
ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。
ク。ダメージチェック。
スキル発動。
スタンド&ドロー。スキル発動。光の力に限りはない。ライド。新速のチャージ。ガラハッド。コール。スキル発動。スキル発動。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドデッド。ドロートリガー。
ダメージチェック。クリティカルトリガー。ゲット。クリティカルトリガー。海賊になる素質がありそうだな。スタンド&ドロー。来い。リアガードにアタック。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチェック。セカンドチェック。
ダメージゲット。ドロートリガー。
スキル発動。
スタンド&ドロー。コール。頼んだわよ。来て。スキル発動。ヴァンガードにアタック。ファーストチケット。ドロートリガー。セカンドチェック。
完全ガード。
ヴァンガードにアタック。
ダメージチェッ
ヴァンガードにアタック。
ク。完全ガード。スタンド&ドロー。コール。いけ。スキル発動。スキル発動。 コールアタックアタックヴァンガードにアタックファーストチェックヒールトリガーセカンドチェットクリティカルトリガー
完全ガード
スキル発動
スタンド&ドロー大地に立て獣の騎士ライドスキル発動光の牙ガルモールスペリオルコールコールアタック
ダメージ出てこヒールトリガー
ヴァンガードにアタックファーストチケットヒールトリガーセカンドチェック
ダメージチェック
アタック
スタンド&ドロー来いリアガードにアタックアタックファーストチェックセカンドチェック
スタンド&ドロースキル発動頼んだわよコールリアガードにアタックヴァンガードにアタックファーストチェックセカンドレッドドロートリガー
ダメージチェック
いい感じだわ
What's up, guys? So there wasn't any audio in this one, so I still do some commentary over this one. Okay, so we got Royal Paladin versus Royal Paladin. Okay, let's get it. So this is my first time doing this, so bear with me, guys. Okay, so to start off, we're sending back 2 grade 3s and a Blaster Blade. Oh, it starts off with the grade 1 and grade 2 for the Galahad Chain Ride. You guys didn't know the Galahad Chain Ride? Basically, at the beginning of each of your turn, with the grade 1, 2, and 3, you can search the next grade, or the 1 grade higher. Okay, of the same card for the Chain Ride. Okay, so it starts off with the Drango skill. It's checks top 5, gets the grade 1 Galahad. Nice, nice. Pretty good start. Has no grade 3 though, so... Okay, turn ends. Our opponent's going to take their turn. Okay, it rides Marin. Okay, calls Bruegel to side. That's right. Okay, swings the Marin, gets another Marin for his drive check. Yeah, check. PG, yikes. That's not good. Okay. Okay, he drew this grade 3, yikes. Okay, he uses top 5 search, gets nothing. Okay, but it's fine because he has a grade 2 in hand. Okay. So he rides it. Oh, he soul charges the grade 3 Galahad. That's not good. Okay. Calls a Galahad grade 2 and a Snuggle grade 1 behind Vanguard and decide. Swings a Galahad grade 2, damage check, nothing. Swing to the Vanguard, 2 Marins. Check. Blaster Wraith, that's an SP Blaster Blade. Nice. Damage check, gets a draw trigger, that's pretty good. Okay, turn end. So yeah, my friend wanted me to do commentary over this. Okay, let's see, what's our opponent going to do? Okay, rides Blaster Blade. Has the option to use a skill. Will he do it? He tries to use the Blaster Blade skill to kill the Galahad grade 2 on the side. So now he can swing just straight at our friend's Vanguard here. Okay, calls Gallatin and Snuggle. Okay, swings with Blaster Blade, gets a Garmore grade 2 on drive check. Damage check, gets a draw trigger, shutting down the Gallatin right there. That's a yikes. Draws into Snuggle too. That's pretty good. Okay, it's our friend's turn here. Draws into Garmore grade 2. Uses the Galahad chain ride skill. Check top 5. Gets the grade 3 Galahad. That's really good. Basically, got a +2 off of this. Soul charges 2. Gets nothing. No triggers there. Okay, decides to call Gallatin, I think. He's hovering over it right now. I think he's debating about using that grade 2 skill. Okay, decides to call it Gallatin. He might be debating about using the Garmore grade 2 here. Is he gonna do it? Oh yeah, he decides to use it. That's pretty good. Gets some deck thinning there. Shuffle around if there are any triggers. Also ditches the grade 1 Galahad. To search for the Snuggle. Snuggle will get +1k for every other Snuggle on the board. And Brugal. Okay, Gallatin swings to Gallatin side. Garmore swings at Vanguard. At the Blaster Blade. Gets a PG. Yikes. Okay. So we're going to swing Galahad to Blaster Blade. Gets a draw trigger on the second check. Okay, draws into a PG. That's really good. Gives power to Vanguard. Gets a damage. Gets a draw trigger. Paladin. Ooh, that's pretty good. Just 2 draw triggers so far. Okay, turn ends. My friend's looking pretty good right here. So, okay, now he rides Fang of Light Garmore. If you guys know, Fang of Light Garmore allows all your Brugal and Snuggles the ability to have intercept. So basically treat it as if grade 2. So, okay, on play skill, it ditches a Garmore to call a Snuggle from deck. And all the Snuggles and the Brugals are going to get +1k for each other copy on board. Uses Gancelot to search out a Blaster Blade. Will he use the Blaster Blade skill? Debating about it, yep. He called the Blaster Blade. Uses it on the Gallatin. Switches the columns, okay, that's fine. Okay, swings Brugal to side, the Garmore. Swings Vanguard. Ooh, hits a heal! That's really strong. Gives power to the Blaster Blade, that's fine. Okay, damage check. Ooh, gets a PG, that's a yikes. Swings the Blaster Blade, damage check, gets a draw trigger. Okay. Gets into another PG, that's really strong. Okay, what are you gonna get? It gets a Blaster Blade. Okay, he's thinking about calling it. He calls the Blaster Blade to rear card, uses skill. He killed the other Blaster Blade. Now he also has the option here to use Gallatin's Counterblast 2 skill if he wants to pull out a PG. Okay, calls the grade 3 Sage in hand and a Snuggle. Okay, he decides to use the Galahad grade 3 to get the extra crit. Swings Blaster Blade to the Brugal. Now he swings Sage. Swings Sage to Vanguard, okay. Gets nothing. Okay, swings extra crit. Trying to force out a PG here. Gets a Garmore on drive check. Draw trigger. Gets a heal. That's really good. Gives both power to Vanguard. 33. That's really, really big. Okay, there we go. There's the PG. He did just so he could activate the PG. Okay, turn ends. Okay, what's he gonna do? Okay. Decides not to ride up. Calls Gallatin and Garmore. Grade 2. Decides to use the effect to call out a Snuggle. That's fair. All of them are to get an extra 1k. Deck thinning right there, and also shuffle the deck. So he swings Garmore at Blaster Blade, boosted by Snuggle. Swings Gallatin, boosted by Snuggle, to Vanguard. We can assume, I guess, he doesn't play stands here, because he decides to swing boosted. Okay, damage check, he got a Garmore, draw trigger. So he draws into Blaster Blade. Okay, Garmore swings at Vanguard, drive check, twin drive. Second check, gets a heal trigger. That's second heal of the game, I believe. Dang. Okay, damage check, gets nothing. This is a yikes. Okay, what will our friend here do? He drew another Blaster Blade. You guys see, he got that SP Blaster Blade. Okay, uses Blaster Blade skill to kill Gallatin? Yeah, Gallatin. Hey. Decides to replace his grade 3 because if you guys know, yeah. Grade 2s have intercept, so the opponent has to swing at the grade 2s before being able to swing at the Vanguard. So swings. Okay, he swung Galahad to rear guard and then Blaster Blade to Vanguard. Okay, gets nothing on the damage check. Now he's swinging Vanguard to Vanguard. Trying to push him to 5, gets nothing. Okay, gets a draw trigger, that's pretty good. His power to Vanguard to see. It's looking really, really good for our friend here. He has 2 intercepts and 2 PGs in hand. Our opponent over here only has 1. We might see this is where the Snowghoul comes through for us, because Snowghoul, he has the ability to intercept. Oh. Given by Garmore over here. Okay, calls the grade 2 Garmore. And uses its skill, ditches a King of Knights to call Snowghoul from deck. Okay, swings Garmore grade 2 to rearguard Galahad, and then swings Snowghoul at Blaster Blade. And now he's swinging Vanguard Garmore to Galahad. Gets a heal trigger. That's a 3rd heal of the game. Yikes. But he has no cards in hand, so. Okay, this activates the PG because our friend, he had 2 PGs in hand. That's pretty good. He draws into a draw trigger. That's a yikes there. Calls a Blaster Blade from hand. Calls a Snowghoul. This is where we start seeing Snowghoul's really, really good. The unfortunate thing though is that our friend here isn't on Garmore though, so he doesn't have the intercept ability. So he has 1 intercept. Swings Snowghoul to Snowghoul, and then Blaster Blade to Garmore. And then he swings Galahad, to Garmore. Flips a heal on the first check. Second check gets a Blaster Blade. That heal is very major, I think. Okay, damage check gets a Marin. What will our opponent do here? He has 1 card in his hand. He topped into a Garmore. That's free. Oh, but he already has all 4 copies out, so. Okay, swings Snowghoul to Blaster Blade. And then he swings Garmore, grade 2, to Vanguard. Galahad, sorry. And then Garmore swings to I keep messing up his name. Galahad. Gets nothing on the drive check. This activates the 2nd PG. Okay. Not looking too good for our opponent here. Might have to. Yeah, he might have to heal in 6 here. He doesn't have any cards left in hand. Okay, draw for turn. Draws into Palamedes. What will our friend here do? Okay, he's going to call the Palamedes to rearguard 23. Probably trying to hit over a damage heal, maybe? Okay, swings Snowghoul to. Oh no, doesn't heal with damage heal. Because he has the intercept ability, right? So Snowghoul to Garmore, then Vanguard goes to the other Snowghoul. Okay, now he swings Palamedes to Vanguard. Will this be it? The end cutscene there. What will he get? Is this it? Gets his last heal in deck! Oh, that's really, really, really strong. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. This might be it for our friend here. That's a yikes. It's 2 attacks. Has Gallatin, calls Gallatin on top deck, swings at Vanguard. Will this be game? Will our friend get a heal? He has 2 cards left in deck. Oh, that's it. That's a yikes. Oh, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, Team Phoenix Rolling, signing out.